name is Kiran Gagneja and I am a biology educator by passion and profession. Well, if I talk about my academic qualification, I have completed my BSc and B.Ed. I am also CET qualified. Today in this video, I am going to solve 3 questions given by Unacademy itself. So let's move on to the first question. The first question says, in a moss, the sporophyte. Sporophyte do what out of these options? Well, before moving on to the question, let's talk about moss a little bit. Mosses are the non-herbaceous and non-vascular plants. If we are saying non-herbaceous, it means they are not woody, and if we are saying non-vascular, it means xylem and phloem is missing in these plants and they belong to the plant division Bryophyta. So now let's move on to the question again, which says, in a moss, the sporophyte. A option says produces gamete that give rise to gametophyte. This option is right or wrong? Well, the sporophyte, which is a part of moss, its function is to produce spores. Right? Sporophyte produces what? Spores in spite of gamete. So this option is incorrect because gamete and spores are not the same thing. This is an agent of reproduction and this have to fuse with another gamete to give rise to a zygote, right? Now let's move on to the next point, which says, arise from a spore produced from gametophyte. According to B part, gametophyte produces a spore, but this is wrong. Why? Because we know very well that sporophyte produces what? Spores. So this is also incorrect. Now the third point says manufacture food for itself and gametophyte. This is also incorrect because we are already known to the thing that sporophyte's function is to produce what? Spores, not to manufacture the food. Now the last point is partially parasitic to the gametophyte. Well, if we see, this is a moss and this part, this is a capsule. This part is what? Gametophyte. These are rhizoids. This is capsule. This is a moss. Well, this part is gametophyte and this part is sporophyte. Right? This and this are organically attached. This part is short of rhizoids which are present here, right? So gametophyte have rhizoids which are absent in the sporophyte. So they are dependent on gametophyte for their nutrition as they are organically attached to the gametophyte and they are short of rhizoid. So they need nutrition from gametophyte. So we can say that wholly or partially sporophyte is parasitic to the gametophyte. Now let's move on to the next question. Yes, the second question says that which one of the following is common to multicellular fungi, filamentous algae and protonema of mosses? Now, the first part is Diplontic life cycle. What is Diplontic? Diplontic, it means having 2n number of chromosomes. And haplontic, it means having n number of chromosomes. Well, if we talk about fungi and mosses, in fungi and moss, the life cycle is haplontic instead of diplontic. Haplontic life cycle, right? cycle is haplontic, and in higher plants it is diplontic. So this option is incorrect. Now, second says that they are the members of kingdom Plantae. Well, this option is also incorrect because fungi is no more considered to be the member of kingdom Plantae. Well, this option is also incorrect. Members of kingdom Plantae. Fungi is no more the member of kingdom Plantae. Fungi is no more member of kingdom Plantae. It has a unique identity of its own. Right? So this option is also incorrect. Now the third one is mode of nutrition. In fungi, the mode of nutrition are three. One is saprotrophic. The second one is necrotrophic. And the third one is biotrophic. Right. Saprotrophic, it means they derive the nutrients from the dead organic matter. Necrotrophic, it means they derive the nutrients from the host cells which are killed by the pathogenic activity. And biotrophic, it means they exploit living host cells. Right? So these are the mode of nutrition in fungi. Now, if I talk about algae, the mode of nutrition is what? In algae, mode of nutrition is they are photoautotrophs. It means they prepare their own food. They are autotrophs in the presence of sunlight, right? And moss, they also prepare their food with the help of photosynthesis. So the mode of nutrition in the three is not the same. So this is also incorrect. Right? Now the last option says multiplication by fragmentation. Now what is fragmentation? It means a single individual is divided into fragments, right? And each fragment is capable of becoming into a new individual. And this is true for the three: fungi, algae and mosses, right? So our correct option is this. Multiplication by fragmentation. This is the correct option. Okay, now the third question says that which of the following matches is correct? Now the first one is mucor. In mucor, reproduction is asexual and not sexual. Conjugation is sexual reproduction, in which there is a complete transfer of content from one organism to the other. So this is incorrect and it is written ascomycetes, whereas mucor is what? Mucor is phycomycetes, right? So this option is incorrect. Now the second one is Agaricus. Agaricus is basidiomycetes. But it is not a parasitic fungus. The mode of nutrition is saprophytic and not parasitic. So this is also incorrect. Now the third one is Phytophthora. Phytophthora is algal fungi. The third one, Phytophthora, is algal fungi and it is phycomycetes, not basidiomycetes, and its mycelium is septate and aseptate both. So this is also incorrect because this is basidiomycetes, but actually it is phycomycetes. In the option it is given basidiomycetes, which is wrong. So this is also incorrect. Now the last one is Alternaria. Now what is Alternaria? It is a pathogen which is actually an allergen to humans. Alternaria. Asexual reproduction is there, right? It means sexual reproduction absent, both means the same, and it is also deuteromycetes. Deuteromycetes. So this is our correct option. So I hope my video would have cleared your doubts. Thank you so much.